Hey guys, I'm making this video for Lorraine, straight out of bed, just go with it. This is the only time I had today and I knew it was important, so you're getting me just like this. Um, the question that was proposed is, how do you get back after you've gone like so far back where you didn't want to go? You made all this progress, you lost weight, you're feeling good, you're like telling the world, things are great, and then you fall off a little bit, and you fall off a little bit more, you fall off a little bit more, and you find yourself feeling like a failure, putting on weight, all the weight back, not wanting to share your journey, stop talking about it online because you don't want to feel like a hypocrite, and you have like shame and depression and all of that. So I think the problem is that all of the advice that's given for this situation doesn't take into consideration like major depression issues and self-worth issues and like stuff that we really have. They just say just get back on the horse, and they make it seem like so simple, just do it. I just don't think it works that way. That's not how I work. I've never worked that way. And in my journey, I tell people all the time, I started my journey like somewhere in the middle of 2009. Really, really started it in 2010. And, it's 2014 as of the making of this video. So it's not been like this great, easy path. It's not like I never fell off. I have, like, a lot of times. What's really cool is that being a coach and being on the team has made it so I didn't stay off. But it didn't keep me from completely falling. I mean, like, you fall, you're a human being. But it got me back on. And so I made a list really quickly of how I personally get back on when I find myself depressed and off track. The first thing that I do is decide that I'm done. Like, okay, fine. I'm sick of this. And the reason why I say that you have to decide that is because honestly, if you've ever been depressed, you know that like it's not that simple. Where sometimes you're like, oh, I wish I didn't feel this way, but you're not ready to do anything about it. You just feel bad, and you throw yourself a day long, week long, month long, year long pity party, and it sucks. But that's where you're at. So the first thing is you have to decide you're really done feeling like this. Like, okay, I'm ready to take some action. And then I think the most important thing that you can do is redefine success for yourself. So I think one of the biggest issues is when you've gone really far and you've done really well and then you're all the way back, it's almost worse because you can't do all the cool stuff that you used to be able to do. You can't do that burpee. You don't fit into those jeans, whatever it is. And so it makes it so much worse because it's like this huge comparison of like where you could be. And that's brutal. So I think redefining success is really, really important. I think that it's important that you say, okay, I don't care what this says over here. I don't care what I used to be able to do. I don't care what's on Facebook. I don't care what's over here. What does success look like for me today? It might look different tomorrow. It might look different the day after that. What does success look like for me today? If I accomplished these two things, these three things today, would I feel like a success as a person? So I think that's really important that you get off of like, oh, it needs to be an hour long at the gym. I need to eat clean. I need to get all my water in. I need to get 8 hours of sleep. Da 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 da. Like, according to who? Maybe to the person that you were before you gained your weight back? Maybe. But guess what? That's not where you're at right now. So why would that be your measure of success? That's just setting yourself up for failure because you're not going to be able to do all those things. Maybe you might get one day in, but you're still going to feel like crap. And what's the point then? So once you've decided that you are sick of this and you've defined success for yourself, then I think it's one decision at a time. And maybe those two things even need to be in the opposite order. Maybe it's one decision at a time and then redefining success. But I'll explain it. You can take what you will from the video. For me, here's what I do. I decide that I'm sick of it. And then I say, today I'm putting my workout clothes on. That's it. People are like, that doesn't count. Screw you, sure the hell does. Like, it does for me because that's what I decided success was. I'm getting my sports bra on and I'm getting my tennis shoes on. And if you guys have ever done that, you kind of know you like feel like you see it a little taller and you feel a little stronger just putting those on. And that might be as far as I get that day, putting them on. and then going about my day. But it's a little tiny bit of hope. And the next day, I might do something like I'm getting the mail or walking the dog, like right there. If you guys have ever seen, my driveway's kind of long, so I put my workout clothes on and I get the mail. I go outside, I get some air, whatever it is that's physical. And because I define success as that for today, when I accomplish it, I'm like, yeah, check mark, I'm on my way. And the next day, I might like walk around the block, or I might say, okay, I want to put my workout clothes on. I'm going to do all my grocery shopping and food prep today. That might be cool. It's not a workout, but I don't know if you guys have ever been through Costco and Whole Foods. It's like a workout to me. And that might be my thing for today. And then the next day might be I'm going to walk around a block. And then maybe that Friday, I'm like, I'm gonna buy 2 big bottles of water. I'm gonna drink all of them today. And that's my definition of success for me today. And as many of those successful days as I can have in a row, is like sort of how likely I'm going to be continuing. So I might find myself finally that Saturday dragging my butt to Fit Club, or putting in a DVD finally, and like not even a crazy one, like a Combat 30, just something. So like I pushed play today, like I feel good. And then it might be I'm going to make sure to drink my Shakeology for breakfast, something. And I use this time like a week or 2 weeks to get back on track on my terms. And you know what? I don't share it on Facebook. None of their business, frankly. I don't need like the judgment of that's not a workout. You don't know me. You don't know what I'm going through. So how about I get to decide for myself what I'm going to do today? I think for me, it's really important not to make some big declaration. I've done it a couple of times and I failed both times of like, I'm getting back at this and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to lose all this weight, and by this day I'm going to look fantastic. I feel like when it comes to some of the real emotional issues that can surround gaining weight back and falling off and feeling depressed, I feel like it's a little more private. I mean, I don't mind sharing. You guys know I'm crazy open on Facebook. I don't mind sharing my struggles. I just think that it's for you to figure out, and I don't think it needs to be like something where now you're letting more people down possibly, or I don't know. That doesn't sit well with me, big declarations. Now maybe at the end of that 2 weeks when you are back pushing play and you're feeling good, and maybe you're not cutting all grains and dairy again, you didn't go all paleo, but you stopped eating a Taco Bell. And you've made some progress, and your Shakeology's in, and you're getting 3 to 4 workouts in a week, and you're feeling like, hey, there's some hope again. That might be a nice place to share your story of like, fell off the wagon, I struggled with this a lot, I didn't really want to share it with you. Here's where I'm at, I'm feeling good, like I feel like I could do this. But this might take a little while, so maybe that's just something for you and your close family and friends and maybe the team to be part of, but not necessarily some big, get a plane and ride in the sky, how amazing it is. So that is how I get back. It's happened to me at least 5 times in the last 4 years, and I got really emotional and like taking it out on snow and cried, and like then all of a sudden like a body I was perfectly fine with is like, I'm too pale, and I'm too fat, and I'm too this, I'm too that, and the weight comes back, and I start to get miserable, and I get tired, and I get headaches, and people who don't have depression have no idea how physically tolling it is on your body to be that tense and upset. And honestly, the longer you let this go, and the more you make a big deal out of it, the more tension and stress you're putting in your body, the more you're going to hurt and be tired and be stressed out. So I hope that helps. Have a good rest of your day.